Good afternoon or evening or maybe morning, who knows. Good. But whichever one of those it is, good morning. Um, so for this assignment, for this extra credit that you were willing to give me, which I'm very thankful for, I chose to do it over the 1976 film Taxi Driver, which was directed by Martin Scorsese, and it starred Robert De Niro. And this is a very popular movie. I know I could have chosen a little bit more of a niche kind of movie, but I really wanted it because I saw a lot of good things about it, and I personally just really wanted to watch it and get a sense for what it was. It's a very big pop culture thing, so I just took this opportunity to learn something about myself in the film industry because this was a very big movie for the film industry. So this movie, not movie, it's a film. Well, but yeah, this film it takes place in the 70s, maybe 60s New York. And during that time, New York is a very horrible place. And what a lot of people remember this movie for, I feel, is or a lot of the stuff I saw off of reviews and stuff is like, oh, the violence, the accuracy of the gore, and talking about how crazy of a person Travis is. But when I was watching it, the one thing that I repeatedly noticed is how lonely Travis is. Like he is ungodly lonely. Like he honestly throughout the entire movie you just see he just wants a human connection of some kind. And the more he wants that, the more jealous he gets of that. So I think the theme of this movie is the theme of the film is how much loneliness can hurt a person, how much you can get hurt from loneliness is I think the ultimate theme of it. Um, so we're gonna go into some points that I picked up on throughout after I watched the movie because, like I said, I took live notes. It was really funny. I was just sitting there watching a movie, and my computer lab was typing away at my laptop. But I think the one of the main things that I picked up on was the use of Travis as an unreliable narrator because obviously he's going nuts. You know, like he's losing it. He talking to himself. He's doing all these things to himself. So I think Travis is really a great. If anyone ever wants an example of a true unreliable narrator, it's definitely Travis. Almost similar to a Joel Goldberg from EU type of feel. Like we're living in this world, but it's not quite the real world. You know, that's the very feeling I got. And Robert De Niro did a great job because you don't just see him gradually. Like it's not just oh I'm fine, boom something happens. It's a very gradual like boom 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 tiny little shifts that happen, and it's truly remarkable to see not only that through the film but also through Robert's acting, which back to the um back to the gradual shift. If you watch, and I found this really interesting because I don't know why I'm a nerd. I'm a movie nerd. I love watching lighting and sound and all the things about movies. Which if you watch with the lighting and colors and everything, towards the beginning of the movie, there's these blues. I guess beginning would be over here for you. I'm not sure how the camera records honestly, but the beginning of the movie, all the lighting is blue. It's very calm. It's very not agitating. It's very tranquil. Okay, then the middle of the movie you start getting these little mixtures between green and red and a little bit of green in this green area I think is meant to represent the sickening feeling of Travis, the anxiety, all that stuff. And then the end, it's all red. The blood, the lighting, everything, it's all red. It's it's horrible over here. And then at the very end, this little itty bitty bit right here, we go back to the blue. This so it's blue, green, red, itty bitty bit of blue. Like you know the part where he's like getting called a hero and all that stuff. Itty bitty bit of blue. And that's what this little part over here is. So calm, pressurizing, boom, back to calm. It's really fantastic, and it shows it with the sound too. Beginning these calm saxophones, middle saxophone and drum combined, ending just boom, 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 boom. It's a wonderful movie. And another thing that I picked up on is whenever the first time that Travis goes to meet Iris or Easy or whatever, the beads in her room that they walk through, that's like the door or curtain, I guess. All those beads, it's blue, green, red, blue, green, red, blue, green, red. It represents like a cycle. I guess I'm not real sure what it would represent, but that's the idea, I believe. Um, which another thing with this going now we're gonna move on to some symbolism that I picked up on. First of all, the city of New York itself. Oh my, it's horrible in this movie. The pornography, the prostitutes, the strangeness of it all. Like, I picked up on. I talked to my teacher about who was watching this movie with me. There's like this one part where Scorsese just chooses to focus on this weird looking drummer guy for like 15 seconds, and 15 seconds is a long time in a movie, in a film. In a film where you only get like an hour and a half to 2 hours, 15 seconds is a long time. But it's just boom, 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 boom. It's just drummer guy, and I think it's just to show how weird New York is at this time. But also playing into that, the city represents Travis's mind. It's dirty, it's messed up, but also it wants to be cleaned up. It wants to be a good person. It just can't. And that's something I think it really um I can't think of the word for it. It's beautiful symbolism by Scorsese, really. Uh the huh, sorry, my nose itched. The camera work as well. If you watch at the beginning of the film, it's all back up. It's far away. We're getting the whole idea. We're getting a big idea, and then as the movie progresses, we're right up here. You got to see the horror. You got to see the violence. You can't turn away. There's nothing else to look at. It's right here. You can't. There's nothing else like all this other stuff. It's right here. Sorry for getting so close to you, but I'm trying to get my point across. It's right here. Not like you can't look at anything else other than the violence, the dirtiness, the horror of the city, horror, horror of the city, and that's represented by Travis in a way, which Travis wants to clean the city up, but in a way, the badness of the city, in a way, Travis becomes what he hates, which I think is beautiful in a way. Um, Another big piece of symbolism that I picked up on, which I don't want to sound like cocky, but I didn't really see any reviews or anything that said this, is how the taxi, in a way, can represent Travis's life. People always coming and going, never staying. Like, he always just, have a good day. Yeah, nice to meet you. Bye. It's never. He wants to build a connection, but he can't because he's different. Because he's not all there. Who knows? But he wants those connections, and we see him getting jealous at these connections via the him breaking the TV, him breaking the him whenever he's at the movie theater, him like finger pistoling the actors on the screen whenever they're embracing each other. It's truly beautiful, and it really I wrote this down in my notes. It really all starts after Betsy ends it with him that night, and that's when it truly all starts. Um, and so now we're gonna move on to the ending because this is ran a little bit long. My apologies, Professor, but I have my notes on my phone and I'm trying to get my phone open. Sorry. It's a very good movie though. The lighting, everything, it was very. I can't think of any other word to say than beautiful. Like it truly equipped what I don't want to say to be human, but like it's one of the most natural feeling films I've ever seen because everyone knows what it feels like to have that anxiety, to feel like you want to break down. Travis is the only person to ever really, not only, no, there's plenty of people in the real world that do it, but he actually does it. Like everyone thinks about doing it, but he actually does it. The ending I think is really uh not not beautiful. It's a bit like ironic because Travis ends up getting remembered by society as a hero. Oh, this great guy came in, this taxi driver, gangster fight, saved a 12-year-old prostitute, all this stuff, which also side piece, which I think is a little bit weird. Jodie Foster was only 14 whenever she played that role. Okay, back on topic. Uh, but yeah, I think that's an interesting. And then also, whenever he Betsy gets in the cab, it feels like Travis, in a way, is kind of finally winning because she asks him, "Oh, what are you doing? What is up with your life?" He feels like he's earned himself. Like he's done something with his life finally, and is enough for her to notice him and be like, "What are you doing with your life? Like, what's going on with you?" And then there's a beautiful moment whenever he's like, instead of, I think you can tell on Betsy's face that she wants him to ask to come in, and he just says, "All right, have a good day," and drives off. And it's like such character growth. It's beautiful. It's, I know I'm saying a beautiful lot, but that's what it is. It's a great film. Um, so I guess to wrap it all together, this film, it's not about violence. It's not about, which obviously it has violence and it has a lot of violence, especially, which another thing that I picked. Sorry, I'm bouncing up back and forth a lot here. The the you don't see hardly any violence throughout the entire movie until the climax, and I think that's really like, is that, yeah, okay, till the climax, and that's really, it shows like that pressure building up. It's like it's rising, it's rising, it's rising, and it all, boom, 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 all this crazy stuff happens, all the blood, all the, it's like, it really, I don't think if it wasn't for that last scene and some of the language, it wouldn't have gotten rated R. But it says something for that last climactic scene to be what makes it rated R. You know, it really, it's a great movie to represent anxiety and pressure rising and everything, and society's implications on man. Which brings me to my final point. This movie, it's about the dangers of being alone. People need human connections. That's just the truth of life. If you don't have human connections, you're gonna go crazy. It's as simple as that. I mean, and I think that's the point a lot of people maybe miss about this movie or film, and it's saddening. I honestly think this is the film that a lot of film students need to recognize and have they. I feel like this. I don't know if it is because I'm obviously not a film student, but I feel like it should be a mandated film because it's everything, the sound, the lighting, the camera work, it's all, which Travis spends most of the movie in the taxi. Most of the movie is either in the taxi, the election headquarters, or his apartment. Everything else is just little side sets, like nothing really important. But yeah, again, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity to get my grade back up. I truly, really enjoyed this assignment. I can't thank you enough for it. Uh, have a good day, sir. I'm gonna miss you. Glad this was my last assignment with you. Goodbye.